God says, I've been trying to reach you. If you ignore this warning, your breakthrough goes to someone else. Listen to God now. Don't skip. You have no idea what hangs in the balance. This is not a moment to scroll past or pretend you didn't feel that tug in your heart. I have been calling your name in silence. I have been nudging your soul when the world went quiet. You didn't stumble on this by accident. This is a holy interruption. Watch this until the end. If you don't, you will miss something I've prepared for you. You will walk past a door I have already unlocked. Your delay gives someone else your breakthrough. You don't want to lose what I set aside with your name on it. Comment Amen to affirm you are listening. Let me speak clearly. The warning I speak now is not to frighten you. It's to wake you. You've asked for change, healing, and peace. You've prayed for the burden to lift. But what you must understand is this. What I am sending to you requires your full attention. Your hands must be open. Your heart must be alert. Your spirit must stop wandering. Because the very thing you've been aching for is coming, and the enemy knows it. That is why you've been distracted, weary, and confused. He wants you to look away right before I show up. I see the tears you hide. I hear the thoughts that haunt you when no one else is around. I see the way you try to act strong when you are barely holding on. And I want you to know, this is not how your story ends. But you must hear me. You must stop pushing my voice aside. Every time you ignore me, you give the enemy more space to plant lies in your heart. Every time you delay, the blessing I prepared drifts further. I am not punishing you. I am pursuing you, because I refuse to let your miracle slip through your fingers without a fight. Listen to me, child. You don't have to earn my love. You don't have to fix yourself before coming to me. But you do have to respond when I call. This is that moment. Heaven is watching. I've lined up things for you that eyes have not seen, but I will not force it on you. I am a God of invitation, not intrusion. If you keep pushing me aside, someone else will walk through the door I had meant for you. Don't let your delay become your denial. Comment 1111 if you believe my timing is perfect. You think you've been forgotten, but I never turned away. While you were crying alone, I was collecting every tear. While others walked out, I stood beside you. While your mind spun with fear, I whispered peace that you didn't even realize was me. I've been trying to reach you through the sleepless nights, through the sudden urges to pray, through the songs that randomly played, through the strangers who smiled at you when you needed it most. That wasn't coincidence. That was me. That was me saying, I'm still here. But now, I speak louder, because the hour is urgent. I'm about to shift things. I'm about to close some doors that have drained you for too long. I'm about to bring in the people who honor you, the opportunities that lift you, the rest your soul forgot it could feel. But I need your attention now. Not tomorrow, not later. Now. Before the blessing turns to someone else who was listening. Before the miracle walks into another house because yours was not open. You prayed for signs. You asked for confirmation. You said, God, if this is you, show me. This is it. This is your confirmation. This is me, speaking straight to the place inside you that thought I went silent. I'm not silent. I'm just waiting. Waiting for you to stop running. Waiting for you to pause long enough to hear me. Waiting for you to stop scrolling and start seeking. Don't look away. Don't say, I'll watch it later. You might not have later. You might miss the move that was meant to change everything. I am the same God who parted the seas, who walked in the fire, who shut the mouths of lions. I am the same God who raised the dead, who fed the hungry, who calmed the storm. And I am the same God who sees you right now, sitting in your confusion, doubting if you'll ever feel free. Yes, I see you. And yes, I am reaching out. I don't care how far you've fallen. I don't care who gave up on you. I don't care how messy your past looks. I chose you, and I'm still choosing you. But you must choose me back. My love is unconditional, but my breakthroughs require participation. You can't just wait while sleeping through your season. You can't walk into miracles while clinging to what I told you to release. You can't ask for new while refusing to let go of old pain, old habits, old thinking. The door is open, but you have to walk through it. If you stand still too long, I'll give it to someone who's ready. Not because I'm cruel, but because I honor hunger. I honor faith. I honor obedience. This is your moment to choose. Stay where it's comfortable and forfeit the breakthrough. Or step forward and watch me do what you thought was impossible. I will restore your name. I will heal your wounds. I will silence the voices that told you you'll never make it. But you have to meet me here. You have to lift your eyes and stop pretending you don't feel. Me stirring your spirit right now. You do. You feel it. Don't deny it. Don't brush it off. Is it possible to attract money by simply speaking some miraculous words? This 9-word script, verified by Harvard and 6 neuroscience labs, proves you absolutely can. People are using it from their couch and reporting unexpected bank deposits, cleared debts, and upgraded lives. It takes less than 30 seconds. But this secret won't stay online long. Click the description and comments now to access it before it's permanently deleted. You say you want peace, but you keep returning to what broke you. You say you want joy, but you feed yourself bitterness. You say you want me, but you give me what's left, not what's first. I want all of you, not pieces. And when you give me your whole heart, I will give you more than you can carry. The blessings will overflow. The doors will swing open, the chains will fall, but I will not give my best to someone who only gives me their leftovers. Wake up, this is your turning point. Don't let the delay turn to regret. Don't let the doubt make you miss what I whispered in prayer. Don't let the comfort of now steal the glory of what's next. Your destiny is bigger than your current season, but if you ignore this, it will pass you by. And you will watch someone else live in what I promised you. Like this, if your heart is open and you don't want to miss what I've prepared for you. One act of faith opens a floodgate of favor. I have already gone before you. I have already defeated what you fear. I have already released the answer. But you must stay awake, stay focused, stay obedient, because the enemy won't stop whispering lies, trying to wear you out. But I've given you the power to stand. I've given you my spirit, my word, my presence. You are not alone. You are not forgotten. You are not too late. You are right on time if you respond. You lose territory that I assigned to your name. You lose favor that was scheduled for your season. I don't say this to shame you. I say this to wake you. Because the window you're in right now will not remain open forever. You've asked for a sign that you are chosen, that you matter, that your life has meaning. This is that sign. I'm not just calling you back to prayer, I'm calling you back to purpose, back to promise, back to the reason I formed you in the first place. You weren't created to survive the days, you were created to walk in authority, to carry light in a world full of shadows. But how can you walk in your calling if you don't even listen when I speak? You want peace, but you won't turn off the noise. You want clarity, but you keep feeding your confusion. You say you trust me, but the moment things don't go your way, you panic and try to take control. Hear me clearly. Your breakthrough isn't being delayed because I am slow. It is being delayed because you are distracted. Your blessing is not far, it is at the edge of your surrender. And if you would truly let go of what you cling to in fear, you would see what I've been holding for you all along. I am not angry with you. I am not disappointed. I am still patient, still near, still longing for the day you rise up and stop doubting your place in my plan, because you were never meant to live in shame. You were never meant to believe the lie that your mistakes disqualify you. I knew every weakness before you were born. I knew every failure before you committed it. And I still called you mine. I still covered you in grace. But you must stop letting guilt speak louder than my promise. Comment 222 if you trust that I am still working in your life. You ask why things feel heavy, why your heart feels tired, why your prayers feel hollow. And I tell you now, it's because you've let my voice become a whisper in your life. You give hours to the world and minutes to me. You run to distractions before you run to the altar. You ask me to guide your steps, but you don't wait to hear the direction. I cannot bless what you rush through. I cannot grow what you refuse to water. But this moment is still sacred. You are still here. Your breath is still in your body. That means I still have plans for you. That means this moment can become the one where everything begins to shift. I'm not waiting for a perfect version of you. I'm waiting for a surrendered one. I want to show you what real freedom feels like. I want to show you what it means to live without fear, without regret, without trying to prove your worth. Because when you walk with me, you stop chasing validation, you live in it. I see what others don't. I see the wounds that haven't healed. I see the times you questioned if I even heard you. I saw you cry yourself to sleep, praying silently that maybe, just maybe, I would step in. And I did. You just didn't see it yet. But I've been moving behind the scenes, blocking what wasn't for you, protecting you from doors that would have destroyed you, delaying things that would have pulled you away from me. I didn't say no. I said not yet. I didn't take it from you. I saved you. But now I need your trust. Not just in the easy seasons, not just when blessings fall. I need your trust when everything feels quiet, when nothing makes sense, when you feel alone. Because faith doesn't grow on the mountaintop, it's built in the valley. And I didn't bring you this far to abandon you now. You wonder why others seem to be moving ahead while you wait. Why they get the promotion, the relationship, the answered prayer. And I tell you, what is theirs is not yours. I do not give you leftovers. I do not bless you by accident. I prepare things that fit your soul, your calling, your timeline. And when I release it, it will be perfect in its season. But I will not give it early. I will not pour new wine into old wineskins. I need your heart ready. Your silence in this season has not gone unnoticed. Every time you chose to worship through pain, I saw it. Every time you resisted temptation, I recorded it. Every time you prayed when no one saw, I treasured it. You are not overlooked. You are not unseen. Heaven has been watching, and what I have stored for you is weighty with glory. You don't need to beg. You don't need to compare. You need only remain faithful. What if everything you've been taught about money is a lie? A hidden 9-word prayer buried in a classified FBI report is now helping thousands attract wealth without lifting a finger. Scientists say it activates a 150-million-year-old part of your brain that controls abundance. Harvard-backed, lab-tested, life-changing, but the government might pull this secret any minute. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. My child, I still delight in you. I still rejoice over you with singing. You are not a disappointment. You are not forgotten. And though you feel like your story has been stuck, I have been writing chapters you haven't read yet. Do not give up on a story I am still finishing. The pain is not permanent. The loneliness is not forever. And the waiting is not punishment, it is preparation. I am not just working on what's coming. I'm working on you. Because I care more about your soul than your status. I care more about your healing than your image. And if I have to slow things down to keep your heart close, I will. But I'd rather you learn to trust me now, so I can release you into what I created you for without delay. The blessing is still yours. The promise is still real. The breakthrough is still scheduled. But you must not sleep through this season. Wake up, lift your eyes, listen to my voice again. I have been trying to reach you. I have been whispering through the storms, speaking through the silence, tugging at your heart in moments you couldn't explain. This is not just another word. This is your moment of realignment, of recommitment, of remembrance. They feel the nudge, sense the warning, but stay seated in fear. That is not who you are. I created you to rise. I formed you to respond, not just to listen. I designed you to walk boldly into the unknown because you know I go before you. When I say your breakthrough will go to someone else, I don't mean you've been rejected. I mean it's possible to miss a divine moment by ignoring a divine instruction. Your life is full of moments like this, turning points, where what you do next determines what opens or what closes. That's where you are now. You are standing in a place where your obedience holds the key. I'm not forcing you to move, but I am urging you. I'm warning you with love, because I don't want what belongs to you to be handed to someone who was simply more willing. I am not saying you're not worthy. I'm saying the time to act is now. The time to listen with your spirit wide open is now. There are blessings that I've already placed on the path ahead, but they are time-sensitive. There are people you're supposed to meet, assignments you're supposed to step into, healing you're supposed to receive, and none of it happens while you hesitate. It happens when you move with me. When you stop asking for another sign and start walking in faith, comment 333 to declare your faith is still alive. You think you need to feel strong to move forward, but that's not how I work. I use the weak things to shame the strong. I use the ones who tremble but say yes anyway. I chose David, not because he was tall like his brothers, but because his heart beat for me. I chose Moses, not because he was eloquent, but because he was willing. What am I asking you for? Your strength? No. Your perfection? No. I am asking for your yes, your surrender, your heart. That is where the breakthrough begins. You keep asking for answers, but I am the answer. You ask for a plan, but I am the way. You ask for comfort, but I am your peace. Until you stop treating me like a step in your plan and start treating me as the plan, you will always feel stuck. Let me take the lead again. Let me guide you even when you don't see the full map. I never promised to show you everything. I promised to never leave you. I promised to direct your steps, not your entire route. Trust one step at a time. I've been whispering to you in the quiet. You've felt it when you couldn't explain why a certain door didn't feel right. You've sensed it when you met someone and something in your spirit said, "This isn't for you." That was me. That was my spirit protecting you. You've been so hard on yourself for not understanding everything, but I never told you to understand. I told you to trust. I told you to walk with me. And if you do, I will unfold what's next at the perfect time. You've made mistakes, yes. You've wandered, yes. But I do not define you by that. I define you by what I placed inside you before the world tried to break it. I see the original version of you, the one I formed with my hands, the one who still carries purpose under the pain. I can still bring that to life, but I need you to stop running from me when you fall. Run to me. Fall into grace. Let me rebuild what the world tried to ruin. I never expected you to do this alone. That's why I gave you my spirit. That's why I surround you with signs and stirrings and messages like this, You feel me pulling on your heart. Don't explain it away. Don't silence it. Let it grow louder than your fear. You were made for this moment. You were born to walk in power, not just survival. There is more to your life than making it through. There is more to your story than pain and waiting. I am the God who restores years. I am the God who turns mourning into dancing. I know you feel tired. I know your faith has been under attack. I know it feels like every time you hope again, something falls apart. But this time is not like the last. You're not in the same place you were. Even if your situation looks the same, your heart is not. You've grown. You've endured. You've stayed when you wanted to run. And that matters. I see that. I honor that. And I will reward that. Your breakthrough is not just coming, it's near. Don't let weariness make you miss it. Comment 555 if you still believe I am a God of miracles. Why are neuroscientists obsessed with a 9-word sentence? Because this sentence, spoken once a day, is turning financial stress into sudden blessings. More than 19,000 people have already used it to erase debt and unlock a life of wealth, freedom, and peace. The results are so powerful, some believe it's divine. If you're seeing this, you're lucky. The page might disappear any moment. Click the link in the description and comments to know this secret before it's deleted forever. Do not compare your journey to theirs. Do not measure my timing by someone else's clock. What I do in your life is tailor-made. I'm not interested in blessing you like others. I want to bless you in a way that speaks directly to your soul. In a way that makes you cry because it's so specific you'll know it was me. That kind of blessing requires waiting. It requires trust. But it also requires obedience. If you keep delaying, doubting, and drifting, I cannot give you what you aren't prepared to hold. There are moments in life that define the next 10 years. This is one of them. That's why I am speaking so clearly, so forcefully, because I want you to step into the next season with eyes open, ears open, heart open. No more halfway prayers, no more split loyalty, no more giving me your Sunday and giving the world your Monday through Saturday. I want all of you, and when you give me all, I will fill you with more than you've ever had. I know it's hard. I know you feel like too much is being asked of you. But what I'm asking for is small compared to what I'm giving you. A little faith for a mountain to move, a little obedience for chains to break, a little yes for a life completely changed. That's what I do. That's who I am. I am the God of impossible things. I do not need perfect people. I need willing ones. So take this moment seriously. Do not walk away from this and forget what stirred your heart. Write it down. Pray about it. Get still with me. I'm not trying to rush you. I'm trying to reach you. Because what you do after this matters. Your next steps matter. And I am waiting to move with you. I didn't walk away when your prayers went quiet. I stayed. I stayed when others didn't. I remained when your heart was filled with doubt. And I'm still speaking now, because your story isn't done, and your purpose has not expired. You keep wondering if you're too far gone. If the delay means I've replaced you, hear me now. I don't replace my children. I don't toss away what I've formed with my own hands. But I will let someone else walk in a place you were meant to occupy if you refuse to listen. Not because I love them more, but because they said yes when you kept saying maybe later. I want it to be you. I planned it for you. But I will not force you to take what you've ignored. This is a spiritual warning, and I'm giving it out of mercy, because I want you to wake up before the time passes. You've been distracted. You've been lukewarm. You've been keeping me on the edge of your life instead of placing me at the center, and that will not work for the places I'm trying to take you. The new season I have prepared cannot grow in the same soil as your past compromises. I'm ready to lead you forward. But you must be willing to leave behind what I've told you to let go of. There are things I've asked you to release, not to hurt you, but to free you. Some of what you're holding is not compatible with where I'm sending you. Some of the people you keep chasing were never meant to walk with you into your breakthrough. Some of the habits, the thoughts, the patterns, they are draining your strength and clouding your mind. I'm not trying to strip you of comfort. I'm trying to prepare you for blessing. But that can only happen if you trust me enough to surrender. Comment 1212 if you're ready to walk into what I've prepared for you. I know the process feels painful. Obedience often does. It stretches the places in you that comfort kept numb. It exposes the broken areas you tried to cover up, but that's where I do my best work, in the parts you thought were too far gone, in the memories you locked away, in the dreams you buried. I'm not just healing you, I'm reviving you. I'm breathing life into dry bones. I'm putting my spirit back in places that shame tried to silence. There's a war for your attention. You feel it every day. The constant noise, the endless scrolling, the fear of missing out. But here's the truth. You're not missing out when you sit with me. You're not falling behind when you wait on my timing. You're not losing anything when you choose to obey. In fact, that's where you find what everyone else is chasing. You find peace, you find clarity, you find me. And when you find me, you find yourself. The world keeps trying to define you by your failures, by your status, by your pain. But I've already defined you before you made a mistake, before you lost your way. I called you chosen. I called you mine. I wrote your name on the palm of my hand, and I will never erase it. Not now, not ever. You may feel unworthy, but I say you are covered. You may feel forgotten, but I say you are remembered. You may feel broken, but I say you are being restored even now. You keep asking for open doors. I will open them. But some of those doors require preparation. Some doors don't open until your heart is ready to handle what's on the other side. I love you too much to give you something that will crush you. I'm not just working on the blessing, I'm working on you. And if you keep trusting me, you'll walk through those doors stronger, wiser, freer than you've ever been. But you must stop doubting that I'm moving just because you can't see it yet. I'm always moving, even when it feels quiet, even when the waiting feels heavy, even when you wonder if I'm still with you. I never left. I've been guarding you from behind and preparing the path ahead. You think nothing is changing, but in the spiritual realm, the shift has already begun. Angels are on assignment. Chains are being broken. Dead ends are turning into divine redirections. You are not stuck. You are in transition. But how you respond right now determines what comes next. Comment 777 if you know I am your protector and provider. This banned wealth signal was hidden in a government vault for over 70 years until now. It's a simple 9-word brain trigger used by elites to attract unlimited money while the rest of the world struggles. But the moment too many people see this, it could be deleted. Click the link in the description and comments before it's taken down forever. There is someone out there who is praying for what you carry. There are lives on the other side of your obedience. The enemy has tried to keep you distracted, not just to hurt you, but to stop what you're meant to release into the world. You don't even know how many people your story will help. You can't see yet the healing your words will bring, but I see it. That's why I keep calling you. That's why I keep pressing on your heart. Because you matter more than you know. You keep thinking you need to have it all together before you move. But I just need your yes. I will take care of the rest. I will provide the wisdom, the strength, the resources. I will send the people. I will make the crooked paths straight. All I need is your surrender. All I need is your faith. Even if it's small, even if it's shaky, bring it to me. I can work with your mustard seed. I can build something mighty from something small. You have no idea what's coming. You've been through a long night, but morning is closer than you think. I'm bringing things together in ways you didn't expect. I'm setting up divine appointments. I'm restoring what was lost. I'm breathing on dreams you thought were dead. But I need you to stay awake. I need you to stay in position. I need you to stay close to me. Because the closer you stay, the more you'll see. And when you see it, you'll know it was all worth it. Shielding, waiting. I didn't rescue you instantly, not because I didn't care, but because I was strengthening you through the fire. You were learning to trust even when the answer didn't come right away. You were growing even when you felt like you were breaking. You asked for a sign that I haven't forgotten you. This is your sign. You asked if the pain had a purpose. It does. Nothing you've walked through will be wasted. Every tear, every battle, every delay, it's all being woven into a testimony that will carry my glory. You're not broken beyond repair. You are being remade for something greater than you imagined. And though the world may have counted you out, I never did. I have been holding the pieces of your life together in my hands, waiting for the moment to reveal what I've been building all along. There is power in your pain when you give it to me. There is purpose in your waiting when you trust me with it. I know how tired you are. I see the way you keep going, even when you don't feel strong. I honor that. You think no one notices, but I do. I see every step you take in faith. I see every time you choose to forgive, every time you choose to believe again. That's what I use. That's what I bless. Not perfection, but faithfulness. Comment 999 if you believe I'm still writing your story. You've come through so much. You've fought battles no one saw. You've stayed standing when everything in you wanted to collapse. Don't think for a second that I haven't taken notice. You're not invisible to me. You're not forgotten. The reward is coming not just in eternity, but here, in this life. I promise that those who sow in tears will reap in joy. I promise to restore what the locusts have eaten. I promise to lift up the lowly and give strength to the weary, and I never break my word. There are things I've kept hidden from you for a reason. I didn't show you the full picture because you would have tried to control it. I've been teaching you to walk by faith, not sight. I've been training your heart to trust me, not your understanding. That's why things haven't always made sense. That's why doors opened and closed without warning. I was behind it all not to confuse you, but to guide you. Not to frustrate you, but to protect you. I've allowed certain things to fall apart so that better things could fall into place. You've cried over what you lost, but you don't yet see what's about to be found. I'm bringing beauty from ashes. I'm giving you joy where there was sorrow. But don't go back to what I freed you from. Don't return to what I removed. Some things weren't meant to stay, not because you didn't love well, but because they couldn't walk with you where you're going. Let go. Trust that I know what's best, even when it hurts. You're not starting from scratch. You're starting from experience. Everything you've learned in the valley is preparing you for the mountain. Every delay has deepened your roots. Every no has cleared your path. Every hidden season was a setup. I didn't forget about your dreams. I'm shaping you into the person who can carry them, because the blessing I'm bringing isn't just for you, it's through you. I'm going to use your story to lift others. I'm going to use your healing to bring hope. I'm going to use your breakthrough to lead people back to me. You've said, God, I'm tired of the process. I hear you, but the process is where the promise is formed. I'm refining your faith like gold in the fire. I'm cutting off what's weak and sharpening what's strong. Because where I'm taking you requires endurance. It requires character. It requires a heart that knows how to depend on me, not on applause or approval. You've asked for more, and I've heard you. But more doesn't come without preparation. Let me finish what I started. Comment 1010 if you still believe my plan is better than your own. You were never meant to carry it all alone. That's why I said, "Come to me, all who are weary." That's why I offered rest for your soul. You've been carrying burdens I never asked you to hold. Guilt, shame, fear, pressure, lay them down. They were never yours. I carried the weight of it all at the cross. You don't need to earn my love. You don't need to prove your worth. You are loved because I chose you. You are worthy because I created you in my image. There is nothing you've done that disqualifies you from my grace. Nothing you've said, no mistake you've made, can separate you from my love. I didn't call the perfect, I called the willing. I didn't die for those who had it all together. I died for the broken. I came for the sick, the lost, the rejected. I came for you. Not just the version you show others. I came for the version of you who cries in the dark, who questions everything, who wonders if you'll ever be enough. You are enough because I am in you. Can just saying 9 words daily actually make money flow into your life? A top neuroscientist says yes, and the FBI accidentally confirmed it. This forgotten prayer is now transforming ordinary people into debt-free and financially free for life. But this secret won't stay online long. Click the link in description and comments now to access it before it's permanently deleted. I am your healer, your defender, your provider, your refuge. When everything else fails, I do not. When others walk away, I remain. When you are weak, I am strong in you. And I am not done. I'm just getting started. You've seen glimpses, but what I'm about to do will make sense of every season you questioned, every night you cried, every battle you thought you lost. I'm redeeming the years. I'm restoring the places in your heart that you closed off. I'm bringing new life. Stay close, stay soft, stay surrendered. You don't need to know every step. You just need to take the next one. And I will meet you there. I will go before you and make the path clear. I will give you peace where there was confusion. I will give you strength where there was weariness. I will give you joy that doesn't make sense to others, but will flood your soul with hope. But I am here to remind you, it is worth it. Every moment you've held on when it would have been easier to let go, I saw it, and it mattered. It moved. My heart. I don't overlook your faithfulness, not even when it's quiet and trembling. I haven't called you to be perfect. I've called you to be present, to stay in the fight, to keep showing up, even when it feels like nothing is changing. That's where I show my power. That's where I step in with strength, not your own. You think you're barely making it, but in my eyes, you are standing with courage. You are growing even when it doesn't feel like it. And I'm proud of you for not giving up. You've prayed for me to fix the situation, but I want to start with your heart. Because if your heart is whole, nothing can steal your peace, not even the storm. If your heart is healed, you won't settle for things that drain you anymore. You won't cling to things I never intended you to keep. So let me in. Fully, not just into the parts you're comfortable sharing. Let me into the places you've hidden, the places you've covered with a smile. I'm not afraid of your mess. I've already paid the price to clean it. Comment 1515 if you believe I'm healing your heart even now. I know how long you've waited. I know how many times you thought the door was opening only for it to shut again. And I know how that disappointment can wear on your soul. But I need you to hear this. Delay is not denial. What I'm preparing for you is not ordinary. It's not rushed. It's not thrown together. I'm crafting something beautiful, something lasting, something that will not crumble when the winds come. And that kind of blessing takes time. You are not behind. You are right on schedule. I don't measure your life by the timelines of others. I don't bless you just to keep up with someone else's success. I bless you in a way that is tailored to you, to your journey, to your capacity, to your calling. And when it comes, it will feel like home to your spirit. Not because it's easy, but because it's right. Because it's mine. You've been comparing too much, watching others live out their story and wondering if I forgot yours. I didn't. But their story is not your standard. What I have for you isn't late, it's maturing. Just like fruit on a tree, it takes the right conditions, the right timing, the right process. And if you pick it too soon, it won't nourish you the way I intended. I know waiting is hard, but I promise the fullness of what I'm preparing will be worth every single moment you trusted me in the dark. You keep looking for me in the big moments, but I'm also in the quiet ones. I'm with you when you wake up with fear pressing on your chest. I'm with you when you stare at the ceiling wondering what's next. I'm with you in the ordinary, in the daily, in the unseen. And that's where I do my deepest work. You don't have to chase big signs. Just stay close. Just keep talking to me. Keep listening. I haven't stopped speaking. I just want you to recognize my voice even when everything else is silent. Comment 1717 if you trust that I'm preparing you, not punishing you. You've asked why certain people walked away, why doors closed, why relationships that once felt strong suddenly faded, and it hurt. It left you wondering if something was wrong with you. But I want you to understand, I remove what will block your growth. I take away what would pull you from your purpose. And though it feels like loss, it's really love. My love guarding you from future harm. My love protecting your calling. My love making room for what's truly meant to be in your life. It's time to stop grieving what I've removed and start preparing for what I'm sending. You can't hold both. You can't stay tied to the past and reach for the future. That's why I'm calling you to release it now. Not because it didn't matter, not because it didn't shape you, but because it's not where you're going. There's more ahead than behind, and if you let me lead, I will take you into places you never thought you'd see. This isn't the end of your story. This is the turning point, the moment where everything shifts. Not because circumstances suddenly change, but because you do. Because you stop living in survival mode and start walking in faith. Because you stop doubting and start declaring what I've spoken over you. You are not a victim. You are victorious. You are not forgotten. You are favored. You are not abandoned. You are anointed for such a time as this. Every battle, every setback, every delay has been building something in you. Something the enemy couldn't take, something no one can steal. You've come through fire, but you're still standing, and that's proof of my hand on your life. That's evidence that my purpose is still alive in you. You may have lost some things, but you haven't lost me. And as long as you have me, you have everything you need to start again, to move forward, to rise. Why are 55 countries using the same mysterious money script? Because a leaked research file just exposed a 9-word pattern that activates wealth-attracting pathways in the brain. Repeat it daily and watch money flow like water into your life. But the government might pull this secret any minute. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. So rise, lift your head, shake off the dust of regret, step out of the shadows of shame. I'm not waiting for a future version of you. I want you now, as you are, because I love you now. I chose you knowing every flaw. I called you knowing every struggle. And I still say, you are mine. You don't need to feel ready. Just be willing. You don't need to see the whole picture. Just take the next step. And I'll meet you there, like I always have. I'll walk with you, carry you when you're weak, speak to you when you're confused, and lift you when you fall. I'm not going anywhere. I am the same yesterday, today, and forever, and my love for you does not change with your circumstances. I'm doing a new thing in you. Can you feel it? Can you sense the stirring? It's not anxiety, it's anticipation. It's not fear, it's faith being reborn. Don't silence it. Don't push it aside. Let it grow. Let it breathe. Let me finish what I've started in you. That's my grace calling out to you once more. You've stumbled. You've doubted. You've even thought about giving up, but you didn't. You stayed. You held on. And I see you. I honor that. This is not where your story ends. This is where it deepens. I know it's been hard. You've been in a season where everything feels like a test. Your patience, your trust, your endurance, all stretched beyond what you thought you could bear. And you've asked me, why now? Why so much? Because I am preparing you for what you prayed for. You didn't ask me for an average life. You asked me for a breakthrough. You asked for restoration. You asked for purpose. That doesn't come without refinement. I'm not punishing you. I'm shaping you. I'm forming your heart to hold what's coming. The things I've allowed to be shaken are not to destroy you, but to reveal what can't be shaken. My presence, my promises, my purpose. Everything else may shift, but I remain. I am the rock beneath your feet. I am the shelter in the storm. I am the one who sees all, knows all, and still chooses you every single day. Even when your faith is weak, even when your strength fades, even when your hope wavers, I never change, and I never stop loving you. Comment Amen if you still receive my love. You don't need to fight for attention in my presence. You don't need to earn my affection. You already have it. When I see you, I see the one I created with care. I see the one I breathed life into. I see the one I've watched over through every high and low. You are not invisible to me. You are not just one voice among millions. You are my child, and I know your name. I know your thoughts. I know what you carry in silence. And I care about it all. You've been trying to hold everything together, but I never asked you to carry it all alone. I asked you to cast your cares on me, to trust me with the weight, because I can handle what you can't. You weren't created to live in fear, stress, or constant striving. That's not what I want for you. I want you to breathe again, to rest again, to laugh again, to believe again. That's why I keep calling you. That's why I won't let you stay stuck in this place of survival. I am awakening you, stirring something deep inside that the world tried to bury. That spark you feel, that sudden urge to hope again, that's me. That's my spirit pulling you back to life. You were never meant to just exist. You were created to thrive, to walk in purpose, to shine my light in dark places. And that light is still in you. Even if it's been dimmed by pain, I will reignite it. I will breathe on the ashes, and beauty will rise again. You wonder if you've missed your moment, if the delay means the promise is gone. But I say this to you, I am the Redeemer of time. I can do more in one moment than you've seen in years. I am not limited by what was lost. I am not intimidated by what's broken. If I said I would do it, I will. I am not a man that I should lie. I do not change my mind. What I've spoken over your life still stands, but now I need you to stand with me in faith. Comment 1111 if you're standing in faith again. I know you feel like nothing is happening, but trust me, things are moving. You don't see the roots growing beneath the surface, but they are. You don't hear the chains breaking in the spirit, but they are. You don't feel the shift that's begun, but it's already started. That's why the battle has gotten heavier. The enemy always fights hardest when he knows breakthrough is near. He's not attacking you because you're weak. He's attacking because you're close. Don't give up now. Don't silence your prayers. Don't pull away just because it hurts. Bring me your pain. Bring me your disappointment. Bring me your confusion. I can take it. I'm not asking you to pretend it's easy. I'm asking you to trust me in it. Even when it doesn't make sense. Even when it feels like nothing's changing. Because faith isn't about feelings. It's about standing on what I've promised, even when your emotions try to drown it out. I'm building something eternal in you. I'm forming character that won't break under pressure. I'm growing roots that won't be shaken by storms. I'm aligning people and places and timings that you don't even see yet. But when the moment comes, when I release what I've prepared, you'll understand why it had to happen this way. You'll look back and say, now I see it, now I understand, and your praise will be louder than your pain ever was. Until then, stay close, stay faithful, stay expectant. I haven't brought you this far to leave you here. I haven't started this work in you to abandon it halfway. I will finish what I started. I will keep every word. I will open doors no man can shut. I will restore what you thought was gone for good. And I will use it all, the pain, the loss, the waiting, for my glory and your good. But I want you to know, this is not where your story breaks. This is where your faith begins to rise in a deeper way than ever before. I am with you, even now. What secret did the FBI hide about your brain and money? They discovered a phrase, just 9 words long, that flips a switch in your mind to attract wealth without effort. It's already changed the lives of thousands of people in just weeks. If you're seeing this, you're lucky. The page might disappear any moment. Click the link in the description and comments to know this secret before it's deleted forever. This pain will not last. This confusion will not last. I am still your God in the middle of it all, and I am still speaking, still guiding, still loving you through every question and every quiet tear. You don't have to pretend with me. You don't have to wear a mask in my presence. You don't need to have perfect words or perfect faith. Just be honest with me. I meet you in truth. I draw near when you let your walls fall. I'm not asking you to impress me. I'm asking you to trust me. You've come through storms that should have destroyed you, but they didn't. Do you know why? Because I covered you. Even when you couldn't see it, my hand was on you. Even when it felt like I was far, I was right beside you, whispering peace into your spirit, protecting you from things you didn't even know were chasing you. There were days you thought you were alone, but angels stood around you. I carried you through the fire, and you didn't come out empty. You came out refined. Comment 222 if you trust that I've been with you all along. You've wondered, why did I have to go through all of that? Because I'm building something in you that can't be shaken. I'm making you strong in spirit, not just in words. I'm giving you spiritual authority, not just comfort. I'm preparing you to carry something heavy with grace, not just for yourself, but for others who will one day lean on your testimony. What you're going through isn't just about you. It's about the generations that will be impacted because you didn't give up. The people who walked away, I allowed it. The places that closed their doors, I shut them. not to punish you, but to protect you. You were never meant to settle there. You were never meant to find your identity in people who couldn't see your worth. I know it hurt. I know it felt like rejection, but it was redirection. And I promise, what I have ahead is not only better, it's yours. It's right. It's prepared with your name on it, and no one else can take it if you stay faithful. There are still blessings in your life that haven't been touched yet. There are still open heavens waiting to pour out what you thought was denied. I haven't withdrawn my hand. I haven't stopped working. You've just been in a waiting room, not a grave. You're still alive because your purpose is still active. If I didn't have more for you, you wouldn't be breathing right now. But you are. And that means I'm not finished. That means breakthrough is still coming. You prayed for doors to open, but some doors require your full surrender before the key fits. Some blessings can only rest in the hands of someone who has learned to let go of control. You're learning to trust me with the unknown. You're learning to believe even when you don't see. That's real faith. And that's the kind of faith I bless. The kind of faith that moves mountains, breaks chains, and pulls miracles into motion. Comment 1313 if you believe miracles still happen. You've been tempted to settle, to shrink back, to stop expecting too much so you won't get hurt again. But don't do that. Don't limit your life to what feels safe. You serve a limitless God. I didn't bring you this far to leave you in disappointment. I didn't bring you through the storm to let you drown in the aftermath. I'm not just a shelter, I'm a restorer. And you are about to see what restoration looks like when it's wrapped in my favor. You've seen the wilderness. Now you're about to see the promised land. You've tasted loss. Now you're about to taste my goodness in ways you've never known. But don't rush this. Don't try to skip the process. Stay close to me, and I will guide you step by step. You won't have to figure it all out. You won't have to force what's not meant to be. I will lead. I will speak. I will provide. Just walk with me. Just stay near. You may feel small right now. You may feel like your prayers are too simple, your faith too fragile. But I've done miracles with less. I've parted seas for the weary. I've healed the broken. I've lifted the ashamed. I've fed thousands with one lunch. Don't underestimate what I can do through a heart that believes. The world may overlook you, but I never will. You are not too much. You are not too little. You are exactly who I created, exactly when I needed you on this earth. And no matter what the enemy says, your story is not ruined, it's being rewritten, not erased, redeemed. What the enemy meant for harm, I will turn for good. The people who laughed at your struggle will witness your breakthrough. The ones who questioned your worth will see the glory that rests on your life. I will not let your obedience go unrewarded. I will not leave your faith unnoticed. So hold on. Keep praying. Keep worshiping. Keep seeking. I'm not testing you to break you. I'm training you to bless you. Every delay is divine. Every tear is known. Every quiet yes has been recorded in heaven. I will not forget your faithfulness. I will not overlook your effort. The harvest is coming. The breakthrough is coming. The joy is coming. I know how long you've waited. I know you've questioned if anything is really changing. I know you've watched others move ahead while you stayed behind. And I know the thoughts that creep in, whispering that maybe you were overlooked, maybe you're not enough, maybe this wasn't for you after all. But those are lies, and I want you to see them for what they are. The enemy wants to wear you out right before the miracle arrives. He wants to drain your hope so you stop expecting anything good. But don't believe him. Listen to me. I still have something to release into your life. A neuroscientist says yes. A 9-word script, long buried in government files, can fire up a prehistoric brainwave that pulls money in faster. This breakthrough is already under legal pressure and could disappear any second. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. You've been faithful when no one saw. You've served when it wasn't easy. You've praised me even while feeling broken. And I've seen every moment. You think nothing came from it, but the heavens have recorded all of it. I count your tears. I remember your prayers. I do not ignore your heart. There is a reward for those who keep going when it's hard. And you, my child, have kept going. So don't stop now. Don't give up when you're this close. Comment Amen if you're still believing me, even in the waiting. Sometimes the silence isn't punishment, it's protection. I didn't let certain doors open because you were meant for more. I didn't answer some prayers because I saw what you couldn't. I didn't allow those people to stay because they were blocking your growth. You asked me to bless you, and I am, but not at the cost of your peace, not at the cost of your future. If it didn't stay, it wasn't meant to. If it walked away, it was not your loss. I removed to make room. I pruned to bring fruit. I closed chapters so I can write better ones. You've been holding on to things I never asked you to carry. Guilt, regret, shame, memories of who you used to be. None of that belongs to you anymore. I washed it away. I already paid for it. So stop letting the past define your present. Stop believing that you'll always struggle, that you'll always feel this way, that you'll always be stuck. I didn't die for you to live like that. I came to set you free, not just later, but now. You keep asking, what if I miss it? But I'm telling you now, if you stay close to me, you won't. I lead, I guide, and even when you take a wrong turn, I know how to reroute you. I don't need perfect steps. I need a heart that stays connected to me. I know how to bring you back. I know how to fix what's broken. I know how to redeem even your greatest failures. You cannot ruin what I've already redeemed. Just walk with me, one step at a time. I'm not asking for everything all at once. I'm asking for the next yes. God says, I am screaming, a tragedy is coming soon. It's very urgent. Listen to God now before it's too late. Don't scroll past. Stop what you're doing and listen with your spirit. This is not a quiet whisper. This is a cry from heaven. A tragedy is coming. The world is walking into fire with blindfolds on, and I, the Lord your God, am screaming not in anger but in agony. My voice is loud. My arms are open, and my warning is clear. If you scroll past this, you will miss more than just a message. You could miss your miracle, your protection, your breakthrough. You could miss the lifeline that your soul has been searching for. Do not harden your heart. I have come for you right now, in this very moment. Comment Amen if your heart is still open to hear my voice. This is not a time to delay. I am not speaking of something far away. I'm speaking of what is already at your doorstep. The world you live in is crumbling under the weight of pride, greed, and rebellion. You see the signs, you feel the shaking. The news reports chaos, but what they won't tell you is that spiritual disaster is unfolding in the unseen. The enemy is laughing because he thinks no one is listening anymore. But I, the Lord, will not stay silent. I love you too much to let you fall without warning. I am shouting because the time is short and the danger is real. You who are weary, distracted, busy, wake up. I am not a myth. I am not distant. I am the Alpha and the Omega. I see what you don't see. I hear what's being plotted in darkness. I know what tomorrow holds, and I'm trying to prepare you today. Your spirit is thirsty for truth, and I am the living water. If you drink from me, you will live and not die. But if you ignore my voice, You will stumble in the dark with no light to guide you. Listen now before the silence comes. For the door is still open, but it will not stay open forever. If your heart believes even a little, comment 1111 now. You are not here by accident. I brought you to these words on purpose. There is something I want to protect you from. There is something I want to give you. My protection is not random, it is reserved for the ones who answer when I call. I see your tears. I see the hidden pain you don't tell anyone about. I see how hard you try to be strong when everything inside you is falling apart. That's why I'm screaming. That's why I'm reaching. Because you are worth saving. You are not just a face in the crowd to me. You are my child. If these words reach you, it means I've marked you for something greater. But greater doesn't come without pressure. Miracles don't come without surrender. And safety doesn't come without obedience. You want me to bless you, to heal you, to restore what's been taken from you. But how can I protect someone who keeps running into the fire I warned them about? Come back to me. This world is louder than ever, but my voice is still stronger. If only you'd listen. You don't have to live in fear. You don't have to figure it out alone. I am still here, but I am calling urgently because the storm is near. I will never abandon the ones who trust in me. But I cannot force you to stay. I gave you free will, and I will honor it, even if it breaks my heart. But know this. Those who take shelter under my wings will not be touched by the arrows of the enemy. Even when war rises around them, I will give them peace. Even when the ground shakes, I will hold them steady. I'm not saying trouble won't come, I'm saying it won't destroy you if you walk with me. The ones who walk without me will face the winds with no anchor, the fire with no shield, the night with no lamp. Let this be your sign. That thing you prayed for, it's not too late. That door you think is closed, I can open it. That pain you think you'll never heal from, I can redeem it. But you must give me your full heart, not just on Sundays, not just in emergencies. Every day, every moment. You must turn down the noise of this world to hear my whisper. You must shut the door to sin to walk in blessing. This isn't about punishment, it's about protection. I'm not trying to take anything from you. I'm trying to give you life, real life, eternal life. I am screaming because I see what you don't. There are traps set ahead. There are choices you're making that look good now, but will break you later. There are people around you sent not by me, but by the one who hates you. You keep asking me why it feels heavy, why you feel anxious, why you can't find peace. It's because you're walking too close to danger, and instead of running to me, you've been trying to fix it alone. But you can't. You were never meant to carry this weight by yourself. I am here. My arms are open. But I can't heal what you hide. Bring it to me. You've been chasing things that don't satisfy. You've been looking for love in broken places. You've been giving your soul to people and habits that can't hold it. And now you're tired. You're confused. You're drained. That's why I'm calling so loud. Because I want you to be free. I want to break the chains you've carried for years. I want to give you peace that makes no sense to the world. I want to fill your life with purpose so deep it shakes the darkness around you. But first, you have to listen. You have to come. Please like this video if you feel even a whisper of my voice pulling on your heart. Let this be your yes. A neuroscientist says yes. A 9-word script, long buried in government files, can fire up a prehistoric brainwave that pulls money in faster. This breakthrough is already under legal pressure and could disappear any second. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. There is still time, but it's short. I've sent warnings through prophets, dreams, visions, And now through this very moment, don't say you didn't know. Don't say no one told you. I am telling you now. You will see things in the world that will shake even the strongest. Nations will rise in conflict. Families will be divided. Truth will be mocked. Good will be called evil. But I will protect my own. I will lead them like a shepherd through the valley of the shadow of death. They will fear no evil, for I am with them. My rod and staff will comfort them. You may not feel strong enough, but I don't need your strength. I need your yes. I don't need your perfection. I need your surrender. I can work with weakness if you give me your heart. I can heal your mind, your past, your family, your future. Nothing is too lost for me. No wound is too deep. No shame is too heavy. I have forgiven worse. I have restored worse. I have lifted those who were buried in darkness and given them new names, new clothes, new purpose. I can do the same for you. But you must not ignore my voice. You may not understand the urgency, but I do. You may not see what's coming, but I see it clearly. That is why I'm not whispering. I'm shouting to your soul, come back, come closer. Stay near to me. You think you have time. You don't. You've been feeling the tension in your life. That's not random. That's me, stirring your spirit. That unrest inside you is not just anxiety or stress. It is the Spirit of God trying to wake you up before destruction sweeps in. I've allowed that discomfort to shake you loose from distractions that were killing you slowly. I've allowed doors to close that you begged me to open because I could see what was behind them. You may have felt abandoned, but I never left. I've been guarding you from what you didn't even know was there. And still I'm crying out, don't drift away. Comment 222 if you trust my timing. This is not about religion. This is about relationship. I'm not after your routines or your words. I'm after your heart. I want your full attention. The world is too loud, and your soul is starving for stillness. You've been pouring yourself into everything but me, and now you wonder why you feel empty. I am the bread of life. You can fill your schedule, your account, your body. But if your spirit is dry, nothing will last. I am offering you something real, something unshakable. I'm not just promising peace. I am peace. I am the calm in your storm. Listen to me. The tragedy is not just global, it's personal. There are spiritual attacks forming against your family, your mind, your calling. The enemy wants to silence your voice. He wants to steal your joy, your clarity, your destiny. And many are letting him win, not because they are evil, but because they are distracted. That's why I am speaking louder now than ever. If you don't return to me, you will fight battles you were never meant to face alone. But if you come under my covering, I will surround you with strength from heaven itself. You feel broken, I know, but I never asked you to be perfect. I asked you to be present. Stay close to me. Talk to me. Walk with me. Let me teach you how to live again. Let me reset your thinking, renew your heart, and restore your purpose. The pain you feel isn't just from your past. It's from trying to walk through this life without my help. Let me help you. You don't need to figure it all out. You just need to follow me. Every step, every breath, I will guide you. Even when you don't understand, I will lead you right. There are people right now making decisions that will destroy their future because they've silenced my voice. Don't be one of them. Don't ignore this warning. I'm giving you a way out, a way through. I am your way. You've tried other paths, you've trusted other voices, and all they did was lead you to emptiness. But I, the Lord your God, am not like them. I am not confused. I do not change. What I speak, I fulfill. What I promise, I deliver. My words will never fail you. I am the same yesterday, today, and forever. This urgency isn't to scare you, it's to wake you. You were created for more than surviving. You were made for holiness, for authority, for joy, for freedom. But you can't get there by walking with the world. You have to separate yourself. You have to choose me over comfort, over popularity, over compromise. Yes, it's hard, but I will strengthen you. I will hold your hand. I will send angels to walk with you. You will not be alone. And when the world falls apart, you will still be standing because you chose to stand on my word. I know what you've lost. I know what you've suffered. I know what they said. I know what they did. And I know how tired you are. But I am still God. I am still the healer. I am still the restorer. And I still have a plan for you that is not finished. You don't have to fake being okay. Just bring me your broken. I can use it. I can turn ashes into beauty, mourning into dancing. But you have to trust me. You have to give me what you've been hiding. You can't be free if you're still pretending. You think you've messed up too much. You haven't. I've seen darker. I've redeemed worse. I've lifted people from pits so deep they thought death was the only option. But I stepped in, I breathed life, and I made them whole. I want to do the same for you, but you have to stop running. Stop numbing. Stop pretending you don't need me. You do, and I'm not ashamed of you. I'm not disappointed in you. I'm reaching for you. Even now, I want to rewrite your story with grace. Comment 333 if you believe I still have a purpose for you. Could your brain be the reason you're still broke? Scientists just confirmed. A 9-word sentence hidden deep in your subconscious may be blocking money from your life. But now, you can reverse it. Say these 9 words and wealth starts to follow you starting today. But the government might pull this secret any minute. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. There is still time, but not much. This shaking will not stop. The world will tremble, but my people will shine. The ones who stay close to me will rise like eagles while others fall in fear. I'm calling you higher. I'm asking you to let go of what's been holding you back. That relationship, that secret sin, that old bitterness, that pride, it's time to lay it down. It's time to grow, to surrender, to become who I made you to be. You can't do that carrying dead weight. Let me help you release it. The hour is urgent, the cry is holy. I'm calling you out of darkness and into my light. This world is lying to you. It will promise pleasure and deliver poison, but my truth will always protect you. Even when it cuts, it heals. Even when it convicts, it saves. I discipline those I love, not to shame them, but to restore them. You are not disqualified. You are not forgotten. You are not too far. Come back to me, not tomorrow, now. I have more for you than pain, more than survival, more than cycles of fear and defeat. I have rest for your soul. I have joy that the world can't give and peace that storms can't shake. But it starts with surrender. You can't follow me halfway. You can't walk in 2 directions. Choose today who you will serve. If you choose me, I will fight for you. I will surround you. I will walk with you through fire and not let you be burned. But you must choose. You don't have to be strong, you just have to be willing. I will fill you with strength. I will clothe you in righteousness. I will cover you with my hand, but you must let go of your pride, your fear, your control. You've been carrying too much. Let me carry you now. I am not angry with you. I'm desperate for you. This is not the voice of judgment, it's the voice of love, crying out before it's too late. Will you answer? I don't give up on the ones I love. and I love you, not because you're perfect, not because you earned it, but because I am your Father, and my love does not change, even when yours wavers, even when your faith gets tired. I remain faithful. You're walking through things that you don't talk about. You've cried in silence. You've smiled while you were breaking, and I've seen every single moment of it. I've counted every tear. I've heard every silent prayer. I know what it's like to feel forgotten. I know what it's like to feel unseen. But I want you to know nothing about you escapes my sight. I'm not just watching you. I'm walking with you. Every day you feel like giving up, I've been holding you together even when you didn't realize it. Every time you thought you'd fall, I sensed strength you couldn't explain. This is why I'm still screaming. Because you've been under attack and you didn't even know it. The enemy hasn't just been trying to frustrate you. He's been trying to stop your purpose. He knows that if you ever truly believe what I've placed in you, he won't be able to contain the fire that will burn through your life. So he's been lying, whispering doubts, distracting you, making you feel unworthy. But he's afraid, because he sees me in you. And once you rise, once you surrender fully, you will shake the very ground he's tried to rule over. Comment 555 if you know the enemy can't stop what I've started in you. This fight you're in, it's not just physical, it's spiritual. And you've been trying to fight spiritual battles with emotional weapons. That's why it hasn't worked. But I'm here now to teach your hands to war, to clothe you in armor that cannot be broken, to give you authority that doesn't come from your name, but from mine. I am your defender. I am your shield, and I will not let you fall if you trust me. The darkness may press in, but it will not consume you. Not when you are walking in the light of my truth. You've been asking me, why now? And I answer you with this, because it's time. It's time for your spirit to awaken. It's time to leave behind shallow faith. It's time to grow deeper. You were not created to live a quiet, small, defeated life. You were made in my image. I breathed my spirit into you. That means you carry heaven's strength inside of you. But you've forgotten. You've settled. You've let the world tell you who you are. And I'm here to remind you, you are chosen. You are royal. You are holy. You are mine. The shaking in the world is only going to grow, but so will my glory in those who stay close to me. You are not called to fear what's coming. You are called to stand. And when you stand, I will cover you. I will pour out peace on your house. I will bring order where there's been chaos. I will restore what was stolen. But you must not let the voices of this world drown out mine. My sheep know my voice. Are you listening? I don't want you to be afraid, but I do want you to be ready. Because things are shifting. There are changes coming that will separate those who follow me from those who only speak of me. You must decide now who you really serve. When the fire comes, it will test everything. But if you're built on my word, you will not burn, you will rise. The ones who stay in me will shine brighter as the days grow darker. That is not a wish. That is a promise. You've been praying for change. But change does not come without movement. I've opened doors, but you have to walk through them. I've sent confirmation, but you have to obey. I won't force you to grow. I won't drag you into purpose. But I will call you again and again, and I will never stop loving you, no matter how many times you stumble. But the time for delay is over. The time to choose is now. Comment 1212 if you're choosing to walk with me, no matter what it costs. Why did 19,583 people suddenly become financially free last month? They all discovered a strange sentence, just 9 words long, buried in neuroscience research and once hidden by the FBI. Now they're paying off debt, traveling the world, and living in homes they never thought they could afford. If you're seeing this, you're lucky. The page might disappear any moment. Click the link in the description and comments to know this secret before it's deleted forever. There is power in your yes. The moment you truly surrender, heaven responds. I don't need fancy words. I need a willing heart. I can take your mess and turn it into a message of redemption. I can take your weakness and turn it into a testimony of strength. But I need all of you. Not the version you show the world, the real you, the hurting you, the scared you, the one who doesn't have it all figured out. That's the one I came for. That's the one I died for. That's the one I love. And yes, I said died, because I already paid the price. I gave my son so you could be free, so you could be whole, so you could stand in righteousness, not because of your goodness, but because of his. The cross was not just a symbol, it was your rescue plan, your eternal safety. And even now, that same blood speaks for you. Even now, that same grace covers you. Even now, you are not too far. You are still redeemable. You are still my child. You've been hearing the warnings. You've seen the world grow colder. You've watched people fall away from truth. But do not follow them. I called you to be set apart, to be light in darkness, to be bold in love and firm in faith. That will not make you popular. That will not make life easier, but it will make you unshakable, because I will go with you. I will go before you. I will walk beside you, and I will carry you when you are too weak to move. This is not just about you. There are people connected to your obedience. Your surrender is the beginning of someone else's miracle. Your healing will unlock hope for someone else. That's why the enemy is fighting you so hard. He knows what's tied to your breakthrough. He knows the generational chains that will break when you rise. That's why you can't give up. That's why you can't delay. You may be the first in your family to walk in truth, but you will not be the last. You're not crazy for feeling the urgency. That's me. That's my spirit stirring your heart. You were made for this moment. You were born for this time. You are not late. You are right on time for what I've prepared. But you must say yes. You must lay down your fear, your comfort, your excuses. I will meet you in your surrender. I will show you who you really are in me, and you will never be the same again. You're not alone in this. I have many who are hearing my voice. You are part of a remnant that still believes, that still prays, that still seeks me above all else. And I will use this remnant to shake nations, to bring healing, to speak truth when lies are loud. You are not insignificant, you are not forgotten, you are chosen, you are ready, and I am with you. I see the walls you've built. I know the reasons you've stopped trusting, stopped praying, stopped expecting. But I didn't come to condemn you. I came to call you back, not to where you were, but to where you were always meant to be. I am screaming now, louder than ever, because you are closer than you realize to a turning point. You've carried shame too long. You've worn guilt like a second skin. But I'm telling you, it's time to take it off. That's not who you are. That's who the enemy convinced you to become. But I call you by a different name: redeemed, forgiven, beloved. Your identity is not tied to what they did to you or what you did in your past. Your identity is in me. I gave you value before you were ever wounded. I called you worthy before anyone had a chance to break you. You don't have to earn my love. You just have to receive it. Comment 777 if you believe your identity is found in me alone. The enemy doesn't mind you believing in God. What he fears is you believing God. There's a difference. Many know my name, but few trust my words. Many say they believe, but when the storm hits, their faith falls. But you, if you will hold on, if you will believe even when it hurts, I will reward your faith. Not just with things, but with peace, with strength, with clarity, with boldness. This world doesn't need more noise. It needs people who walk in the authority of heaven, who live like I'm real because I am. I'm not calling you to perfection. I'm calling you to presence. I want you near. I want your time, your attention, your voice in the quiet hours. You give your energy to so many things that leave you empty, but I never drain you. I fill you. Come to me, not just when you need something, but because you love me. Come to me because I'm the only one who understands what's in your heart, even when you can't explain it. I am the God who sees, and I'm here, waiting, always near, always listening. There is still danger ahead. There are still things coming that will shake this earth. But, my children, the ones who walk with me will not be overtaken. I've said this before and I say it again now, build your house on the rock. Not on culture, not on people, not on opinions or emotions. Build it on my word, because when the winds blow, and they will, the only thing that will stand is what's rooted in me. I am your foundation. And if you are planted in me, no storm can destroy what I've established. You've been trying to fix your life with temporary patches, but I don't patch, I rebuild. I don't want to just help you survive. I want to make you whole. But wholeness costs something. It costs pride, it costs comfort, it costs control. You can't hold on to old habits and expect a new life. You can't stay in the same mindset and expect transformation. I'm not being harsh. I'm being honest. I love you too much to lie to you. If you truly want to be free, you must let me do the work fully, not halfway. Could a 9-word ritual really be your key to financially freedom? What sounds like fiction is now being confirmed by science. Harvard researchers and FBI documents point to a hidden brain center that, when activated, draws in abundance naturally. This 9-word prayer has helped over 19,000 broke people attract wealth and live a life full of abundance. But this secret won't stay online long. Click the description and comments now to access it before it's permanently deleted. You are stronger than you feel because I live in you. That weakness you keep focusing on is the very place I want to show my power. Stop hiding it. Stop apologizing for being human. I made you, I know you, and I chose you anyway. I didn't make a mistake. The calling on your life is not a coincidence. The gifts inside you are not accidental. I placed them there, and I will complete what I started in you. But you must stay in me. You must stay rooted. The soil of my presence is where you grow. Comment 999 if you are rooted in my presence and not this world. I've been whispering warnings while the world gets louder, but now I'm raising my voice because too many have tuned me out. You can't afford to tune me out any longer. What's coming will not wait. What's coming will not ask if you're ready. That's why I'm warning you now. I'm not trying to scare you. I'm trying to prepare you. There is safety in me. There is covering in my name. But it is only for those who take refuge in me. This is the time to come under my shadow, where no weapon formed against you will prosper. You think I've been silent, but I've been speaking. You think I've been distant, but I've been closer than ever. The problem is not my voice, it's the volume of your distractions. You've made room for everything but me. But I'm not here to shame you. I'm here to invite you again. Turn down the noise. Come back to the secret place. You used to pray like you believed I was listening. You used to read my word like it held your next breath. Go back, not to religion but to relationship. To me, you've been in a battle, and I know it's been long. I know it's worn you down. But you haven't been losing. You've been learning. You haven't been abandoned. You've been protected. There were moments the enemy thought he had you, but I stepped in. There were nights you didn't know how you'd make it to the morning, but I carried you. And now, here you are, still standing, still breathing, still mine. That is not weakness. That is victory. So don't let your past disqualify you. Don't let fear silence your obedience. I'm calling you now to rise, to speak, to move in faith. I will give you the words. I will open the doors. I will make the path clear. But you must walk. You must go where I send you, even if it's uncomfortable. You must trust me more than your feelings, more than your friends, more than what makes sense. Faith doesn't always make sense, but it always pleases me. You've asked me to bless you, but now I ask, can I trust you? Can I trust you to follow even when the way isn't easy? Can I trust you to stand for truth even when others fall away? Can I trust you to carry what I've placed inside you with purity and courage? I don't ask these things because I doubt you. I ask because I want to walk with you deeper. And deeper means higher cost, but greater reward. So here I am again, calling. Not with gentle whispers this time, but with urgency. There is a weight to this moment. Heaven is watching. Angels are standing ready. What will you do with this word? Will you let it pass? Or will you respond? Will you scroll past? Or will you surrender? That's why I'm still screaming. That's why I'm still reaching. Because this moment still holds the power to change your life. There's still a path forward, still a door open, still a chance to walk in everything I created you for. But you must stop running. You must stop doubting. You must stop delaying. The hour is late. This is not the time for half-hearted belief. This is not the time for lukewarm faith. The line between light and darkness is becoming clearer every day. You will not be able to sit on the fence much longer. The world is already shifting. What you used to tolerate will soon try to take control. That's why I'm calling you to stand. You don't need to know everything. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to say yes. You just need to choose me above everything else. If you do, I will protect you. I will guide you. I will lift you up when the world falls down. Comment 1010 if you are choosing God over everything. I see the battle for your attention. Every day something is trying to pull you away from me. Screens, voices, pressure, fear. But none of those things love you like I do. None of them see the real you. They don't see your tears at night. They don't know the burden you carry in silence. But I do. And I want to be your resting place. I want to be your safe haven. You've been leaning on things that keep breaking under the weight of your soul. Let me carry you. Let me be the place where you don't have to pretend. I know you're tired. I know some days it feels like you're barely holding on. But I've been holding you even when you couldn't hold yourself. You think you're weak because you cry. But even your tears are precious to me. They are not signs of failure. They are signs that your heart is still alive, that your spirit still longs for something more. And I am the more you're looking for. I'm not just the God of mountaintops. I'm the God of the valley too. I'm with you in the silence, in the pain, in the questions. You are not alone. You've been asking me, why does it feel so heavy? And I say to you now, because you've been trying to carry what I never asked you to. You've been holding on to fear, guilt, regret, and expectations that were never yours to bear. I am your burden bearer. I am the lifter of your head. I did not call you to walk through fire alone. I walk in the flames with you. I go before you in the storm. I send angels to guard your steps. But you must let go. You must release what is not from me. Freedom only comes when you surrender. What do brain surgeons and billionaires know that you don't? This 9-word money code, once reserved for elites, is now being shared with everyday people, and the results are mind-boggling. Cash windfalls, cleared debt, and lifelong stress gone. But the government might pull this secret any minute. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. You've let the voice of fear shape your decisions. You've let insecurity silence your calling. But I am louder, I am stronger, and I will not let fear have the final say over your life. You were not created to live beneath your purpose. You were made to rise. I placed greatness in you. And even if the world never sees it, I see it. I water the seed in secret until it grows strong enough to break through. That is what I've been doing in you. The breaking you felt wasn't your end, it was the beginning of your breakthrough. Comment 1515 if you believe your breakthrough is coming. This world is getting darker, the enemy is getting bolder, but I am still God. I am still the light that darkness cannot overcome. And I am placing my light inside you. You are not called to blend in, you are called to shine. That will not always be easy. People will not always understand you. They may mock your faith, reject your truth, or walk away from your convictions. But don't let that stop you. Your obedience is not for applause, it's for me. And I will reward every act of faith, even the ones no one sees. There are promises I've spoken over your life that have not yet come to pass, but that does not mean I've forgotten. I am not like man. I do not lie, and I do not change my mind. What I say I fulfill. What I begin, I complete. You may not understand my timing, but trust that it is perfect. I am aligning things behind the scenes. I am preparing what you're not ready to carry yet, but you will be. Stay faithful, stay close, stay willing. When the time is right, nothing will stop what I've prepared for you. You've been measuring yourself by your failures, but I measure you by your surrender. You look at the mess and wonder how I could use it. But I've always used broken things. I used a shepherd to lead a nation. I used a barren woman to birth a prophet. I used a fisherman to build my church. And I can use you too. Stop waiting to be perfect. Start giving me what you have. Your small faith, your tired prayers, your honest tears. I will take it all, and I will turn it into something beautiful. There is still a tragedy coming, but those who are mine will not be shaken. They may bend, but they will not break. They may cry, but they will not be crushed. Because I will uphold them with my right hand. I will hide them in the shadow of my wings. I will whisper to them in the chaos and give them peace the world cannot explain. If you want that covering, it starts with surrender, with repentance, with turning back to me completely. Do not be like those who heard the warnings and shrugged them off. Do not harden your heart. My spirit will not always strive with man. There is a time to receive, and that time is now. Today is the day of salvation. Today is the day to come home. The door is still open, but it will not stay open forever. I love you too much to stay silent. That's why I am screaming. That's why I will not stop calling your name. You are not beyond reach. You are not beyond hope. You are not too far gone. I don't care what the enemy says. I don't care what your past says. I don't care what anyone else has said. You are mine. You were bought with a price. You were rescued for a reason, and your life is not over. It's just beginning. But you must decide. Will you keep walking your own path, or will you trust me to lead you? A serious, holy call from heaven. I am screaming because what's ahead demands your full attention. I'm not speaking in parables. I'm speaking in warning. Tragedy is not just approaching, it is already being stirred. And if you do not listen now, it will catch you unprepared. But I don't want that for you. I want you covered, protected, and preserved. You don't need to live in fear, but you do need to walk in awareness. You can't keep pretending this world will fix itself. You can't keep looking for answers in systems built on sand. Everything that is not built on me will crumble. You're watching it already. Governments shaking, families breaking, minds collapsing under pressure. The world is shouting opinions, but no one's seeking my truth. My truth doesn't change with trends. It doesn't bend to feelings. It doesn't bow to culture. It stands forever, and it will still be standing when all else fades. Comment 1717 if you know God's truth never changes. This is why I am calling you to wake up. Because you've been lulled to sleep by comfort and routine. Even in your faith, you've grown numb. You pray, but not with power. You read, but not with hunger. You believe, but only until it hurts. But I want to reignite your fire. I want to stir your heart like never before. I want you to know me not just as Savior, but as friend, as shepherd, as king, and yes, as judge. Because I am all of those things, and I am drawing near. You can't afford to play church anymore. You can't afford to walk in lukewarm faith while the enemy walks boldly into your home, your thoughts, your habits. You must rise. You must armor yourself in my word. You must saturate your mind with truth and separate from what pollutes your soul. I know the cost is high, but so is the reward. And nothing you leave behind will ever compare to what I will place in your hands. I will not withhold good things from those who walk uprightly, but I cannot pour into hands that are still clinging to idols. I have so much I want to give you: peace, wisdom, direction, favor. But you must make room. You must empty the things that have filled your heart but left you dry. I cannot dwell in what's still shared with darkness. Light and dark cannot stay in the same space. Choose light. Choose life. Choose me. I will not force you, but I will keep warning. I will keep pleading. I will keep sending these words until you hear them not just with your ears, but with your spirit. Why is the government desperate to hide this 9-word prayer? A shocking FBI leak has just revealed a simple 9-word prayer now letting everyday people erase debt and attract unstoppable wealth. Verified by leading scientists and supported by Harvard research, this at-home ritual is turning financial stress into a life of luxury. Dream homes, new cars, luxurious vacations, it's all within reach. But the government could take down this secret any moment. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. The shaking you feel in your life is not a punishment, it's a preparation. I am allowing what can be shaken to fall, so that what is eternal will remain. That includes relationships, jobs, plans, dreams, even beliefs that are not rooted in my truth. Don't mourn what I remove. Trust me to replace it with better. I don't take things away to leave you empty. I take things away to fill you with what's holy, what's lasting, what's good. If I've closed a door, it's because I saw what was on the other side. You didn't lose it. I rescued you. Comment Amen if you receive this protection from your Father. I know there are people around you who don't understand this hunger you have. They think you're being too serious, too spiritual, but they don't know what I've placed inside you. They don't know the calling on your life. They don't know the weight I've trusted you to carry. And that's okay. You weren't called to blend in. You were called to be set apart, anointed, consecrated, prepared. I'm building something eternal in you, and not everyone will be able to walk with you through it. Let them go if you must. I will send those who are meant to stand beside you. You are not alone in this. There are others. I'm waking up right now. Across nations, across cultures, I'm speaking to hearts that are tired of empty promises, people who want real change, deep truth, solid peace. You are part of a remnant that is rising. And though the road is narrow, I will walk with you every step. I will give you strength when yours runs out. I will remind you who you are when the world tries to tell you otherwise. And I will surround you with my angels when the battle gets too hard. There are miracles waiting on the other side of your obedience. Breakthroughs that will only come when you stop hesitating and start believing again. You've asked me to open doors. I'm asking you to take the step. Faith without action is dead. But even the smallest act of faith can move mountains. I've parted seas. I've shut the mouths of lions. I've raised the dead. Do you think your situation is too much for me? It's not. I specialize in the impossible. I delight in showing up when no one else can. But I don't want you to follow me just for blessings. I want your heart. I want your love. I want your trust. When the blessings fade and the battles come, will you still praise me? Will you still believe I'm good? Because I am. Even when it hurts. Even when it's quiet. Even when everything says I'm not there, I am. I've never left. I've never stopped watching. Never stopped covering you. You didn't get this far by accident. My hand has carried you. You've made it through things that should have destroyed you. You've survived storms that others didn't. That's not luck. That's grace. That's my mercy surrounding you, even when you didn't see it. And now I'm calling you higher. To live not just as a survivor, but as a warrior, as a son, as a daughter, as one who knows their Father is the King of Kings. The earth is mine. The heavens are mine. And so are you. And if you are mine, then no weapon formed against you will succeed. So rise, wipe your tears, stand firm. You've mourned long enough. You've wandered long enough. The time has come to return, to rebuild, to renew your strength. And I will be the one to do it. I will help you forgive. I will help you break the chains. I will help you speak again, dream again, love again. But it starts with trust. It starts with one step in my direction. That's all I need. One step, one yes, one heart fully surrendered. I'm not here to remind you of everything you've done wrong. I'm here to remind you who you are when you are with me. You are not weak. You are not forgotten. You are not defeated. You are mine. And that truth, if you hold on to it, will carry you through whatever comes next. You've been standing in the middle of decisions that feel too heavy. You don't want to make the wrong move. You've tried to hold it all together while carrying the weight of others' expectations, your own shame and your unanswered questions. But I never told you to carry all of that. I said, cast your burdens on me, for I care for you. I never asked you to be strong on your own. I asked you to lean on me. When the road splits, I am the path. When the light fades, I am the lamp. When the world confuses you, I am still the truth. You don't have to pretend with me. You don't have to put on the smile or hide the ache in your chest. I see you when you break in silence. I feel every cry you've swallowed. You don't need to filter your pain. Bring it all. I can handle it. I already know. I know the bitterness you haven't let go of. I know the grief you've buried. I know the secret sin you're too ashamed to speak about. And yet I'm still here. Still loving you. Still longing for you to come home. Nothing you've done has pushed me away. But you must choose to come closer. Comment, 333, if you're ready to draw near to me without fear. You've been chasing the approval of people who were never meant to define your worth. You've been begging for love in places that can't hold your heart. And every time it breaks, you wonder if something's wrong with you. But hear me, I never made you to be filled by temporary things. I made you for myself. You are not too much. You are not unlovable. You're just trying to fill an eternal thirst with things that were never meant to satisfy. But I am the living water. Drink from me and never thirst again. This is the hour to stop settling. You weren't created to live in fear, in cycles, in spiritual drought. I didn't raise you to live a small life, a faithless life. You are anointed to speak life into dry places. You are chosen to carry my presence into dark rooms. But first, you must let me restore you. Because wounded vessels can't pour out healing, you need healing too. And I'm not afraid of your wounds. I'm not turned away by your scars. In fact, I call them the places where my glory will shine the brightest. Is it possible to attract money by simply speaking some miraculous words? This 9-word script, verified by Harvard and 6 neuroscience labs, proves you absolutely can. People are using it from their couch and reporting unexpected bank deposits, cleared debts, and upgraded lives. It takes less than 30 seconds. But this secret won't stay online long. Click the description and comments now to access it before it's permanently deleted. There is a reason the enemy has fought you so relentlessly. It's not because you're weak, it's because you're dangerous to his plans. He knows if you ever fully surrender, if you ever walk boldly in the power I've given you, chains will break when you speak, people will be set free when you move, generational curses will shatter when you pray. That's why he's tried to silence you, but I'm lifting your voice again, I'm restoring your roar, I'm lighting a fire in you that the enemy cannot put out. Comment 222, if you believe the enemy's attacks will not win. You've been through storms that could have buried you. You've faced loss and loneliness, rejection and regret. But you're still standing because my hand has never left you. Every time you were at your end, I stepped in. Even when you couldn't feel me, I was working behind the scenes, making a way where there was no way. I have kept you alive for a reason. There's more for you to do, more people who need your voice. More hearts that will be changed through your obedience. You've asked me, why me? And I say, because I saw something in you when no one else did. When the world passed you by, I called your name. When others dismissed your worth, I stamped you with my image. You are not average. You are not just surviving. You are called. And that calling will cost you something, yes, but it will also carry the deepest joy you've ever known. Don't let the fear of the unknown keep you stuck in what is familiar. I will go with you. I will not send you without my presence. It's time to rebuild. The ruins of your past are not the end of your story. They are the ground where I will plant something new, and it will grow. Not because you are strong, but because I am faithful. You may not see the fruit right away, but trust me, the seeds you plant in faith will bloom in due season. Do not grow weary in doing good, for at the proper time, you will reap a harvest if you don't give up. Let go of what I never asked you to carry. Release what is no longer your assignment. I've closed some chapters not to hurt you, but to lead you into new ones. What once served you is now holding you back. Let me write the next page. Let me breathe new purpose into your dry bones. I am the resurrection. I bring dead dreams back to life, but only if you give them to me. Will you? There is a purging taking place. I'm removing things from your life that were contaminating your spirit. That may feel painful, but trust me, it's healing. I'm stripping away what looks good but isn't from me. I'm separating you from what seemed right but was leading you wrong. Not because I want you isolated, but because I want you holy, set apart, ready for what I'm about to release over your life. Don't be surprised when I ask you to walk alone for a season. Don't be afraid when the crowd grows quiet. I do my best work in hidden places. I formed the world in the dark. I raised my son in a quiet village. I built leaders in caves and deserts before I brought them to the front. I'm doing the same with you. This process is not punishment, it's preparation. Trust me with it. Trust that I know what I'm doing. You are almost there. The season you're stepping into will require more faith, but it will also carry more favor. You've been tested. You've been refined. Now I am bringing clarity where there was confusion. I am restoring what the locusts have eaten. I am accelerating what the enemy delayed. What took years before will happen quickly when my hand is on it. But you must stay close. You must stay surrendered. You must keep your eyes on me. You have to understand what's at stake. This is not just about feeling good. This is not about another inspirational moment that fades by morning. This is about eternity, about purpose, about choosing life in a world obsessed with death. The enemy isn't just after your peace, he's after your legacy. He's after the generations that will come after you. He wants to poison the soil so nothing good can grow from your life. But I am stepping in. I am cleansing what was corrupted. I am breaking cycles that have ruled your bloodline. You may be the first to believe me like this, but you won't be the last. Comment, Amen, if you're ready to break every cycle with my power. Your surrender is not just for you. Every time you say yes to me, you are building a new foundation for those who will come after you. Every time you let go of fear, anger, addiction, doubt, something in the atmosphere shifts. You're not just breaking your own chains, you're breaking chains that were meant to pass on. That's why the battle has felt so intense. That's why the pressure has felt unbearable. Because hell knew who you were before you did, but now you know too. And that changes everything. I have not forgotten the things you've done in secret, the prayers you prayed when no one saw, the sacrifices you made without recognition. I saw it all. Every unseen seed, every quiet act of obedience, and I will reward it. Not always in the ways you expect, but always in the ways you need. I am not unjust. I do not overlook the faithful. I will honor what you've carried with humility, and I will lift you in due time, not for your glory, but for mine. Some of you are standing in front of promises I spoke years ago, but you feel weary because they haven't come to pass. You've questioned if I changed my mind. I haven't. Delay does not mean denial. I have been preparing the promise just as much as I have been preparing you. A promise delivered too early can become a burden, but a promise delivered on time becomes a blessing. And when I bless, I add no sorrow to it. Wait on me. I will not fail you. Comment 1111 if you trust my timing, even when it feels late. What if everything you've been taught about money is a lie? A hidden 9-word prayer buried in a classified FBI report is now helping thousands attract wealth without lifting a finger. Scientists say it activates a 150-million-year-old part of your brain that controls abundance. Harvard-backed, lab-tested, life-changing, but the government might pull this secret any minute. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. You have been walking through what felt like wilderness, but I've been watering your roots. Others didn't see your growth because it was underground, but roots matter more than branches. I've been building your strength in secret so that when I reveal you, you will not fall. This unveiling will not be about performance, it will be about purpose. You won't have to pretend. You won't have to fight for validation. My glory on your life will speak for itself. But do not seek the stage, seek me. Do not chase a platform, chase my presence. I exalt those who humble themselves, and I draw near to those who draw near to me. You don't need the world to approve you. You need my voice over your life. My voice opens doors no man can shut. My voice calls dead things to life. My voice silences fear and awakens faith. My voice is enough. There are people connected to your obedience, people you haven't even met yet. Their healing, their freedom, their salvation, it's tied to your yes. That's how much you matter. That's how much weight your life carries. That's why I'm screaming, because the enemy wants to bury your voice before it ever rises. He wants to keep you too distracted, too busy, too broken to realize who you are. But not anymore. I'm breaking the distractions. I'm healing the wounds. I'm calling you up. This is your awakening. You don't have to wait for another sign. You don't need anyone else to confirm what I've already spoken. You know it's me. You feel it deep in your spirit. It burns in your chest, even if your mind tries to argue. That's how you know it's real. My sheep know my voice. You don't need to explain it to everyone. Just obey. Just go. Just trust me.